videos will do no justice of this, but this is just insane. We float, it would be right down. Stay over here though, stay in the grass. It's like, I don't understand. What do you want me to do? Had a successful night's sleep, great night's sleep actually. Rachel said she woke up, well, I got up early. I got up at like 4:40 or 5 and stayed up. I had some coffee, went out and took some pictures of this beautiful view as the sun was coming up. We're gonna hang out here for a couple more hours and then I think make our way over to Spokane, Washington. We met a couple at a brewery that owns a blueberry and a raspberry farm, organic. Just a second, the car noise. In Washington. And we've kept in touch with them. This way, down. We've stayed in touch, and so we said, hey, you know, we're coming back through Spokane before we make our way up to Canada and to Banff. And they said, oh, swing on through. We got plenty of room at the farm for you guys. So we'll go over there, pick some raspberries and blueberries and visit with them if they have the time. And then hang out in Spokane for the evening. If we make it there tonight, there's a chance we'll only do, it's like a 4.5-hour drive from here. So if we don't make it there tonight, then we'll do that tomorrow night. And then Wednesday or potentially Thursday, we will head into Banff. That is the master plan at this point. This view though, my knees kind of bugging me. I guess we're just falling apart. We're either one, getting old, or two, we're just overdoing it with all these hikes. I did a pretty strenuous hike where I was just bombing down on my knees. And so I'm not surprised that one has given me grief ever since I played hockey when I was a young pup. My one knee kind of bothered me and I wore a brace for a little while. But I mean, I go on 50, 100-mile bike rides. Sometimes it's the other knee that usually bothers me. Anyways, the perks of getting old, I guess. What do I get to look forward to, or what I have to look forward to? But I'm a firm believer in the saying, you know, use it or lose it, and we're gonna use it. So, point to that is we'll see if we're gonna hike. I don't want to overdo my knee and not be able to hike in Banff because Banff would take priority. We've been to North Cascades before. If we float, it would be right down, and Zeke, stay up here. He's like, yeah, no, I'll go down. That'd be quite the ways. That beach over in there, let's pump up the tube and then float right around in there. What a view. I mean, it'd be nice if we had paddles so we could kind of paddle out to the middle, but I guess that's what the old reliables are for, the old hands. The color of this water is just something else. It's unreal. Such a beautiful place. One of these times I want to come prepared and do one of the 15 or 20-mile hikes for sure. That's not something that Rachel's interested in doing, and we're kind of strapped for time, so that is not going to happen this trip at least. But I would definitely like to put that on the books and get that done because there are some beautiful hikes here. And actually there's 3 or 4 of them that are closed. I guess there was a wildfire or the roads washed out or something. I didn't really look into it too much, but on all trails it said 3 or 4 of them. It just said closed, and the review said the trail is closed. One of them was like 5,400 feet elevation gain, 11 miles, I believe. Sourdough something, I believe, Sourdough Mountain. And I believe it's actually right over there. And if you can't see it, but I can see it with polarized sunglasses, that whole hillside has a brown tint to where there must have been a fire, I would guess, or a recent burn. So anyways, we'll see what we get into, but this place is gorgeous. A 10 out of 10. We would recommend driving through here. And it's dog friendly for the most part too. A lot of it's like this weird national reserve or national forest in midst of the park. There are some trails that are not dog friendly, but videos will do no justice of this, but this is just insane. Rachel said this is probably her top 3 drives of her lifetime, or that we've done so far, I should say. There's a lot of them, so it's kind of hard to put them in place order. I mean, they're all unique and cool in their own way. We had a lot in Europe that were really sweet. Croatia was one in particular. But this in the States, this along Big Sur, $1 Million Highway in Colorado is a good one too. There's some that are really unique out in Moab as well. But wow. It's impressive to just sit here and look at the scale of these things and try and like put a visual representation of how tall they are, or like process it with your mind, and you can't grasp the scale of that. When you look at that, you're like, oh, you know, I could just run through there and scale that, and that's some serious stuff. Gorgeous though. Well, old reliable casino. We've got, hey, no, mom will be back. Rachel just went in to check in with security. We ended up driving to Spokane, so we drove almost 5 hours. Dude, silence. We will, once we get settled in, okay. I'm gonna need you to act like you're 7. Anyways, back to, he's gonna start as soon as I start talking, but dude, see what we deal with? We give him treats, we give him food, we give him CBD, we give him all this stuff. And still, he just went out and pooped and peed like not long ago. We will, no breathing, no heavy breathing. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, drove 5 hours. We got, we're just outside of Spokane. We're gonna stay at this hotel, this casino. There is a hotel here, but we're not staying at it. We got to figure out our plans for Banff, because we might actually be heading to Banff tomorrow, which is insane. We haven't planned anything but the story of our lives. We should get better at it, but that's kind of how we like to do it, because we just fly by the seat of our pants. It works for us. But for something like Banff, there should be some, you know, initial plans, bullet points of what we want to do, stuff like that. So we will see if we get that far. Good to go?
Huh?
Get that, or
you're not talking to me.
No, good to go.
I said, what time do you have to be out? He goes, I don't know, mid-afternoon.
Rachel and Zeke are running away. He wouldn't go to the bathroom on the rocks. The sunset was pretty on the way in. It was actually really pretty. Rachel said it went quick, got settled in, got her spot here. It's like a brand new parking lot too. Level, lit, cameras, safe, all the good stuff. We're right outside of the city. We got a lot to do tomorrow if we're heading to Banff, or making our way there. It's about a 6-hour drive from Spokane, 2 hours from Spokane to the border, I believe. We got to do a month's worth of laundry, Planet Fitness to groom and shower. We should go to like Walmart or a grocery store and fill up on everything we need before we go into Canada. And I can't think of anything else. There's something else, but oh, DEF. We need DEF and fill up on diesel as well, especially before we hit the border. So yeah, all them things. It'll be nice to listen to how delayed I am. 5 hours of driving, it just kind of just puts you right out of commission. I'm just spent. That's not a good sign. We saw an ambulance on the way here, and now 2 fire trucks. So my nose is just, and Rachel's got a headache that we hit a wildfire, or there was a fire, I should say. I don't necessarily know if it was a wildfire or not. And the smoke was just terrible. So I got like that nasal drip. That sucks. Looking for Rachel and Zeke to come back here. But yeah, anyways, I'm super delayed because after 5 hours of driving, I'm spent. I'm ready to just relax. But I think we're gonna talk about some Banff stuff for a bit. Rachel's got to get up at 6 for work, so she'll probably be going to bed soon here. So I picked up these rugged sharks because somewhere I left my reefs. I have no idea, and that's what I use for shower shoes when I go into Planet Fitness. I bought these, and because they're black, they have shrunk in the sun. So now they're like a half size too small. Rachel and Zeke made it back. Rachel told me to look at the sky. Look at the sky. We even get rewarded at the casino.
Is that smoke?
It's that smoke for sure. As we've said before, smoke, it just does something to sunsets. But obviously we'd rather not have smoke. Spin Doctors, I feel like that sounds like an EDM band. July 27th, it's playing here. Okay, I gotta take a whiz.